Daniel's about to start his first staff meeting.
So everyone's in the conference room. So everyone's in the conference. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting.
Daniel's about to start his first staff meeting.
And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. First step meeting. And Daniel's about to start his first step. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. First step meeting. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel. Daniel about to start this. Daniel about to start. Daniel's about to start. Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. Daniel's about to start this first. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start. Daniel's
about to start his first staff meeting. Daniel's about to start his first staff meeting.
Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start this. And Daniel's about to start this first step meeting. And Daniel's about to start this first meeting. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start this first meeting. 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 And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start. And Daniel's about to start this first meeting. So everyone in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start the first meeting. And so everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's start. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first meeting. So everyone's in the conference room. So everyone's in the conference, and Daniel's about to. So everyone's in the conference, and Daniel's about to start. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start his first step meeting. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start this first meeting. I'm a Monday. By the way. I'm Amanda, 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 by the way. Oh my God. Hi, you know before and after the photo shoot? Are you delivering something? Oh, no. I work here for the new editor-in-chief. So everyone's in the conference room, and Daniel's about to start first step series. I'm Amanda. I'm Amanda, by the way. I'm Amanda, by the way. Betty. I'm Amanda, by the way. Betty. Okay, if I. Okay, if I Bessie, I see this. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Assistants. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually before. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses.
Assistants are usually here before. Okay, assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay,
Bessie. Assistants are usually. Okay, Bessie. Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are. Okay. Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Okay, Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. Okay, Bessie. Bessie. Assistants are usually here before their bosses. So everyone is the conference in Daniel's stuff. So everyone's in the conference and Daniel's about to start this first trade with the meeting. So everyone's in the conference and so Daniel's. So everyone's in the conference and Daniel. So everyone's in the conference when Daniel about to start Daniel's. So everyone's in the conference and so Daniel's about to start their first meeting. I'm Amanda, by the way. Betty. Okay, Bessie assistants usually here before their bosses. Oh, where I was feeling out. 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 Where I was feeling out a paperwork in where I was feeling out. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out paperwork. Where I was filling. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out a paper. Where I was filling out a paperwork. Where I was filling out a paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out the paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling where I was filling out paperwork paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out a paperwork in HR. Where I was filling out where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Okay, if I best the since you usually hear before their voices. Where I was filling out paperwork in HR. Yeah, just just don't highlight it up. Just don't let. Just don't let it happen again. Just don't let it happen again. Just don't let it happen again. Just don't let it happen. Just let it. Just don't let it happen again. Just don't let it happen again. So, where do you come from? Queens? What job did you have? Actually, apart from internships and part-time to pay for school, this is my first real job. Actually, apart from internships and part-time job, it's pay for school. Pay for school. Internship and part-time job to pay for school, to pay to school, to pay for school, to pay for. Actually, apart from internship and part-time job and pay for school, this is my fourth and this is my first real job. 15번.